Yeah, just so I don't have to go back and forth from
That's our opening. Me going.
like.
Hey.
Hey everyone.
We're back in person with each other.
10 podcast.
Oh my goodness, 2021 has brought us many things, and one of them is our first recording together.
Yeah, this is like, I don't know, like, this was just random. Because, like, honestly, we were on spring break, right?
We're on spring break.
And then I was not working, and then Gina was like, hey, I'm in the area. Let's do it together.
I was like, yeah, I've wanted us to do one together, like, in person for a while. As cool as I feel in front of my mic.
Yeah.
I've definitely wanted to do one together in person. And so this is it, you know? It's nice to be in the studio today.
Studio, aka my room.
This is the studio.
Yeah.
We're in the studio right now. We got the studio chairs, studio setup. So this is the studio. So hi everyone.
Yes, thank you for joining us. And thank you for being patient. We honestly, like, we had a last video for 2020, but for some reason my computer did not want me to send it out to the world. So I don't know why, but don't worry. Like, sometime in the future when I can, I'll still post it, because it was like some funny stuff we talked about there. I want people to hear it. So anyways, trending.
We got 2 trending reports. The first thing that we're going to talk about is Mahalia. The vaccines have been rolling out. How do you feel about this?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, we're about to say some controversial stuff, so just prepare yourself now, okay? Whether you are for or against, you know, prepare yourselves. These are personal opinions. Please don't feel the need to try to change anyone. This is a safe space.
Yeah.
This is a safe space. So tell me, how do you feel with these vaccines having rolled out?
Well, from what I actually saw, like, the thing on Instagram where Biden was like, by May 1st, everybody that wants it will be available to it. Honestly, I'm kind of ready for things to go back to, quote, normal. So I'm honestly don't mind. I already have to take vaccines for other stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'll be fine with taking it. And I believe, like, if I take it in faith, I'll be fine. Some people have a lot of, like, things about it. Oh Lord, I forgot about the AC. I don't know. You remember to hear it through the AC.
I hope that's not too loud.
But a lot of people are saying, like, it's of the devil, it's of this or that.
Really? I have not heard that.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, and I'm not really on that lane, but the people that are hesitant because of how fast it's going, I understand those. But the other parts of the people saying it's from
that is definitely one of my biggest concerns, is how quickly it was developed. Now, keeping in mind that, you know, the world scientists basically collaborated to make this happen as quickly as they could, because we have to keep in mind that it has been over a year since coronavirus started ravaging the world. So
it was just a year, a couple of days ago, or a couple of weeks
that we had our first, like, oh, it's been a year since, but coronavirus popped off in Asia basically, like, in the fall of 2019. Mm-hmm. And so I mean, at least probably earlier than that, but that's when I noticed it. So I was aware of it, and I'm aware, like, you know, a lot of minds came together to make this happen. My only problem with not just this vaccination, but literally every single thing that doesn't have a long time for you to really see, is that you can't see the long-term effects. Mm-hmm. So whereas I personally am not, you know, I don't want to get the vaccination, I'm pretty sure my job's going to make me take it.
That's the
Both
thing.
My jobs, they were the reason I ever got even tested in the first place. The first time I ever got tested for COVID was because both of my jobs required it. They literally had nurses coming in to check us. Did I want to have anything stuck up my nose? No! No! It was the most uncomfortable. I cried before they did it. I did not want it.
Every time, or was it just the first time?
Just the first time.
Okay.
After that, they developed some more gentle, oh, we don't need to stick it, like, into your brain.
It's still in your nose, though.
So, you know, if it comes down to it and I get to choose, like, hey, will you go get the vaccine? I'll be like, you know, I'm good. But I have faith that everybody else will be stronger than me and go get the vaccination. because it's not that I don't believe in it. It's just like, you know, as a person who has, like, read a lot about history and the history of pandemics and stuff like that. I remember when the Ebola virus popped off. Back when Obama was president, how everyone was responding and going like, oh, this and that. So when that happened, and that was years ago, I was still like in grade school, not grade school, but basically.
Yeah, I think I was like in 5th grade.
Yeah, I was pretty young. Because I'm a nerd who likes to research things about the U.S., I looked up all the pandemics that ever happened in the world. Wow. So that's where I learned truly learned about the Black Plague, the Spanish flu, which didn't be called Spanish flu because it didn't start in Spain, it started in the US. Like all that stuff. Like I'm like, wow, this is just like history. And even now I don't want to take the vaccination because it's just, we're basically all being lab rats because we're the first ones to know. We won't know what exactly is going to show up in 10, 20, 30 years. We don't know what's going to happen. I have heard a lot of things about, I haven't heard the whole it's of the devil thing, but I have heard a lot of people say like, oh, they put in like birth control and birth regulations. Oh yeah, I've heard those too. And I'm like, well, at least both men and women are getting it, so it's equal. We love equality. But as for me, if I get the choice, I don't want to get the vaccination. That's just me being me. I have a history of hating getting shots. So
I feel that too. Like if you don't have to, you won't get it.
I won't get it. But I really am. I'm like, everybody, please, like, go get the vaccination. Go get the vaccination. Am I a hypocrite? Just a little. But I'm not forcing you. I'm saying like, yeah, if it's available to you, you should totally go get it. I'm not gonna stop you because you're helping me at the end of the day, so I don't have to take it. Because how many did they say? Like 70-something% need to at least in the country to take it for it to like start to like.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh. So I'm like praying like, hey, a lot of people go get this. I'm rooting for you to go out and get that vaccine.
Go get vaccinated.
And then people are like, yeah, go get the vaccine so life can go back to normal. But
is it?
Do I want life to go back to how it was pre-COVID? I do. The only thing I miss pre-COVID are the movie theaters. The movie theaters have not opened up back down here, okay? There's one open and it's in Bonita. I don't live in Bonita. I live in somewhere else. I don't know if I should say it.
No, we never say. We always say.
I don't live in Bonita. I have to drive for that movie theater. I don't want to drive for a movie theater. I want to be like, I feel like seeing a movie and boom, I'm there. That's the only thing I miss. Everything else, standing close together in line.
Oh my goodness, thank you for saying that.
I don't miss that, I don't miss that. So they have to shut down a couple of rides at the park at the amusement park so that the lines can be more spread out. I'm for it. I hate being near people.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Which is funny because physical touch is one of my love languages, but I don't like being touched by people. It's just not a thing for me.
Basically it's like people that you don't really know, or
well, like don't have. I have to be closer to them than to be able. I don't miss. Yeah. You ever see the baseball stadiums and stuff? They show like, oh, look at all the empty seats, bro. You are sitting ear to ear with someone you've never met. You probably never see it.
Exactly.
I don't miss that. I don't miss that. Good. I don't miss that. You know what else? Listen, I hate wearing a mask for 12 hours a day while I'm working. I take my behind home, happy AF, to just take it off and just chill.
Breathe, yeah.
But nothing makes me happier than putting on my mask when I go around irregulars and strangers, because I don't trust none of y'all. Back when y'all were sneezing without covering your mouth, it's done. Bro, I'm so happy that life is gone. I don't want it back. I don't want it to be.
Oh my god. On my second job, I work in the food place, and honestly I don't mind the mask there because I realize how much since COVID we have to be more sanitary, and how every few hours you have to have gloves. Bro. Every few hours you have to wash our hands. Bro. And when we have the whole DoorDash thingy, we have to seal up everything, and I'm like, if we go back to normal, I don't think I'm gonna do DoorDash and all that.
No.
If we have to go in, people going back and eating other people's food. I don't miss that.
I love my stuff being sealed. I know nobody's touching that.
Yes.
Also, people were not washing their hands before.
No, they were not.
Things weren't being wiped, and I'm glad because COVID made me normal. COVID made me normal. The amount of hand sanitizer that I love to have around me, the mask, I've always wanted to wear a mask, but it's just never been normal to wear a mask in America. But guess what? Now it is. So even if it's okay guys, we eradicated it. Gina, why are you still wearing your mask? It's a choice. It's a choice. Okay, whatever. It's a choice. Like I don't want us to go back to pre-COVID life in that sense. I want us to make sure that we're cognizant. Like, just because it's not something that could possibly kill you doesn't make it like, okay, we need to normalize letting people, if they're not feeling well, don't come into work. That needs to be normal.
Yeah,
okay,
that's facts.
And another thing COVID brought to light, like, shout out to all the internationals who now see that America's ghetto AF, bruh, ghetto AF. My FBI agent's popping off. I never liked to hear. I was born here and I never liked to hear America's ghetto. And you saw all this mess. Everyone's sitting at home watching America like, wow. Are we sure?
Wow, they can't even stay home?
Are we sure? Are we sure? Y'all really want to come to land of the free? Land of the stupid sometimes is what it is. A lot of times. Land of the stupid. The people don't get how American patriotism can be so toxic. It makes people not think.
Facts.
Oh my gosh.
Facts.
Sometimes,
yeah, it's okay. Let it out. Let it out. Sometimes, like, just being, I don't know, like, it got so complicated when it comes to that whole, like, being American stuff.
I think back to, like, the months that I was sitting at home not working and watching all the things of people protesting, not the real protests, the protests. Like when the gyms were shut down, so they started doing squats outside, and I'm like, you just proved that you don't need the gym to be open for you to exercise, because your demonstration is you exercising outside of the gym. Exactly. I will never forget that one. That was really, people.
People are so funny, bro.
So
basically, we don't want things to be normal.
There needs to. This is the new normal. Let's make a new normal, America. Yeah. New normal. That's a good platform. I should go into politics. Just kidding. They would murk me because I have too much knowledge. Anyways, that's all I have for the first trending report. Okay, second one, I'm just as passionate, but I have a little less words to say because I've already said my words. So the Grammys happened on Sunday.
Oh yeah, Grammys.
They were postponed, delayed because of, COVID, and they ended up doing it in an interesting but also very boring kind of way. And then, as I was watching the Grammys, I only watched the pre-show because if you didn't have like a TV, like live TV, the only way to watch it would be on Paramount Plus or YouTube Live. Yeah. Yeah.
YouTube Live for free?
Like the live, no. YouTube Live TV.
Oh,
they really out here trying to make money off of us still. In a Panda Express. Like, yeah, come on, y'all. Right? No, people not working. I'm not taking on any streaming services. I cut my Amazon Prime because I was like, you know what?
You did?
I have not been watching that. And I was like, listen, I'm not trying to keep working out my behind just to not watch a streaming service just so that I can say I have it.
That's true.
I cut my Amazon Prime.
That was almost me with Netflix, but because my other siblings watch it so much, I'm probably gonna have to figure out a deal with them because I still don't really.
I almost broke up with Netflix, but then I started watching K-dramas again, so we're good for now. Netflix, you're safe. Netflix has been on the chopping block so many times, and my sister has convinced me not to do it. So
wait, did you hear about the cuties thing? Is that why? Or you never know about that?
I know about that. That wasn't it.
Okay, sorry. Okay, go back to what you were saying.
But the Grammys happened on Sunday, so I only saw the pre-show because they streamed that one live, and I was late to it by like an hour because I took my Sunday nap. You can't have a Sunday without a Sunday nap. It's not complete.
Naps are the best.
The best naps. So I was late by an hour. I started watching it. I was only watching it because of BTS and Chloe X Halle. They tried my girls and my guys. The fact that Ungodly Hour got nothing, absolutely zero.
That's crazy.
Disrespectful. And I know these ladies are taking it in stride because as black women, we always, like, if you throw a tantrum, they're gonna start making these rude memes of you. Shout out to Serena Williams.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna start making these rude memes of you just for showing that you're upset. But like
you're not a human being and you don't work hard to do what you do.
A top level. Like these ladies, they did work.
Did you know the list? Work. You want me to go through the list? Or
a list of which ones
the one who won and stuff?
I'm good. Here's my thing with the Grammys, and I learned this. So when I was younger, my oldest sister would watch award shows. And, when you're the oldest in the family, you basically run it. If you're watching this, that's what everyone's watching.
Yeah.
I don't know that life. I'm a middle child. I just know the other side of it where it's like, okay, I guess she's watching this, so we watching it. That's what I know. So I watched award shows like the whole time growing up when my sister lived at home. But after she left living at home, I remember opening up, I don't know if it was the Golden Globes or if it was the Grammys, but it was something. It was an award show, and I was like, wow, this is mad boring. I'm never doing this again. Because...
Which award show?
I think it was the Golden Globes. And I was really trying to watch it because I do like to keep up with like what actors and what singers get what and stuff like that. But I don't have the patience for award shows. They're too long.
On the business side of things, those ratings for those things are getting lower each time because they don't know how to make it interesting.
It's not interesting. And then also, honestly, I'm not even going to lie. This was a thing I did like early years of college. I would just wait for BuzzFeed to release the list. The list of who won what.
Or my favorite YouTuber just to discuss
what happened. Like, why do I have to watch this, like, it started at 3 o'clock and then it ended at, like, 10:30 or something like that?
Yeah.
I'm not at the I'm not at the Grammys. I didn't get dressed for this.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in my living room.
I'm not staying there.
I don't have that type of commitment. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I've never been a person to watch award shows, but BTS was up for Dynamite and Ungodly Hour was up for 3 nominations. And
do you know the categories?
I believe it was album. If it not album, was it album of the year?
I'm looking. It's a big list, bro.
It's a long list. It was something about writing, one about the album and one for a song.
Maybe if I look specifically. BTS.
There was BTS was for Dynamite, literally. Oh, okay. Pop duo group / performance, which they lost to Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande, Rain on Me, which I really do like that song. Yeah. It's fun. I'm not even gonna lie, whenever it comes on the radio I sing it. It's in one of my playlists. Like, I listen to that song. But Dynamite,
that was the perfect time for the Grammys to like show that they acknowledge what people actually like and stuff.
Here's my thing.
And be aware of like the fact that BTS is blowing up right now.
The Grammys have been problematic.
Yeah.
And when The Weeknd had...
Oh my god.
Yeah,
you know. The Weeknd.
When The Weeknd
Bro, I'm not even the biggest fan, but The
Weeknd's been putting in work, and where's his Grammys?
The creativity in that entire album.
He really did work, and where's his Grammy? And he said, you know what? We're not submitting no more. And I respect that.
Yeah. I
respect that. And honestly, award shows, I don't know if you guys know Ryan Higa, the YouTuber. He did a video one time, years ago, and he was like... He was basically making fun of award shows, and he's like, think about it, guys. These awards only have value because you give it to them. But if you stop giving it to them, it doesn't have the value anymore. Yeah. So those awards do mean nothing. But the Grammys especially mean nothing because they've been meaning nothing. I'm not, trying to get a Grammy in the future, so I can say this. So BTS, was up for a Grammy for Dynamite for Best Pop Duo Performance. Best Pop Duo, and they lost. And my thing, here's what I was hoping when I went into watching this. I didn't feel good about it, honestly, once they had moved that category from the main show to the pre-show.
Oh, it was in the pre-show.
It was in the pre-show.
Got it.
Once they moved it to that, I was like, I don't feel great about this. Yeah. Because if they were truly respecting the fact that BTS is in it, which, the Grammys were pimping BTS. But I think, in a way, they were using each other. I'll explain that more later. Once they moved it to pre-show, I was like, they're definitely not gonna win this. And then I was like, well, maybe the Grammys will use them like this. If they let them get this award, not that they, don't deserve it, but if they let them get this award, this would be like a way to be like, look, guys, we're not racist. We don't take bribes.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I was like, guys, please just think this far. Bro, the pre-show went from like over 1 million viewers down to like 400K. When BTS did not get that award. Wow. So everybody was there for... A lot of people were there hours before that show started, putting purple hearts. Because ARMY, that's BTS's fandom. Yeah. ARMY is ridiculously huge and ridiculously crazy.
Yeah. You know how many times they've invaded... trending hashtags on Twitter.
Yeah, I watch. That's how I start my days now. I'm like, let me see what ARMY doing now. And I don't say this to be disrespectful, but like the fan base is so incredibly freaking huge. There's almost no way to like control it.
Yeah.
And all of them, because, okay, I'm technically ARMY, but I don't like to say that I'm ARMY because I don't feel like I've really earned the title.
How do you even earn it, though?
You know?
You gotta invade Twitter hashtags
like,
and stuff?
Here's the thing. So, like...
bash anybody that goes against
them, which is, you know me, I like to just say things. It's not like I'm bashing people. I just say things that I'm thinking.
Okay.
But whatever. So I'm technically ARMY, and they're like, oh, I don't. They're probably gonna be like, okay, if you're ARMY, why are you? What's the other? Listen, they go. I'm just saying, like, listen, hear me out as a person who also enjoys BTS and also like thinks that they deserve better. You guys. They have said multiple times, and I've watched a couple of their interviews from like the past year and stuff like that. They've always wanted to perform at the Grammys. Oh. Yes, one of the members said that it would be like cool to win a Grammy, but their biggest thing is they've always wanted to perform at the Grammys. This is why I said that they were using each other. BTS has no problem being used by the Grammys because all they're doing is giving them more views too. Yeah. Okay? That's true. So that's why I was saying, they can just use each other. That's fine.
And the Grammy committee, whatever, recognizing the popularity of BTS. Capitalizing on that.
But the Grammys are an American award. Yeah. People were like, oh, blah, blah, blah. They're on Billboard. They're on this. Guys, Billboard is a worldwide thing. That's why it's different. That's why they don't care about the Grammy, because it's just America. They've technically already conquered America since like 2017, maybe even earlier. Like, we really, the Grammys are nothing to them. And it kind of sucks, but they literally had to be like posting like, oh, it's good, we're fine, we'll keep trying, blah, blah, blah. Had to go on live to be like, hey guys, we're good. Because I feel like they recognize that their fan base is insane. Y'all were doing too much. I would have rather...
After they lost?
Yeah. Oh, like, wow. The fact that they had to be going up on live, they were up so early too, because they're in Korea. So it was like 4 in the afternoon over here. It was 4 a.m. over there. Like, they didn't go to sleep. Like... I feel bad for them that they literally had to be up like, hey guys, it's fine, after they already done their photography stuff, their performance and everything, that they still had to come back and be like, guys, we're good, it's okay, you know, you're our prize, you're this and that. And I'm sure they don't have a problem with it because that's just how they show love to their fans. But like, I feel like the fans need to also like, let me step back and look at myself for a moment. I'm getting riled up over an American award. Look at how many other things they've already won. They won like 4 awards the night before the Grammys in Japan. Oh, wow. And then they won 3 KCA awards, I think. Oh. Every single award they were nominated for in the KCAs, even though it's just a kids thing. The Grammys are just an American, like they literally, same level of not mattering. But they got 3 for everything they were nominated for in the KCAs, they won. And then they got those 4 awards in Japan. Like, they're getting stuff. It's not like they're not getting stuff. Chloe X Halle, however, got nothing. And I'm disrespected. These girls were born and raised here and they got disrespected like that. Like, no.
Yeah, no. I'm seeing some of these, where is it? Progressive R&B?
Her got an award, which was cool.
Yeah, I love her.
I love her. But then the other thing that bothers me is I'm like watching these people win stuff and I'm like, who the hell is that? Who that?
Some of these, yeah, I don't know.
Who that?
Some of these.
Megan Thee Stallion got an award for Savage remix. So that was cool. Yeah. She got Best New Artist. That was cool. Okay. I was like, oh, that's good, that's proud. But I'm sorry, but Chloe X Halle should have got something. Now, I don't want to discount anyone who has won anything. Like I said, I'm proud of the people who did. Tiffany Haddish got Best Comedy Album.
Yeah, I saw that. That was
first black woman since 1986.
Whoopi Goldberg. Goldberg. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane. And like, when you think about that, that just makes it like, the Grammys are even harder. I feel like it's more than people think, especially, no offense, people outside of the country. If you don't exactly know everything going on in the US and get like what's the stuff that's bubbling over here, you won't understand how. That's why RM said I told you so when they didn't get it, because he knew. They may bleach their skin, but they still POCs. They're still POCs, okay?
Did they come in up on the thing? Did they pick it up?
BTS, I like you all. I promise. This is just how I show my love. If I didn't like you, I literally wouldn't talk about you at all. That's
what I call a true fan, though. The fact that you still love them and their art and their creativity, but yeah,
I can criticize.
You can call out.
I can criticize. I can criticize. I'm sorry. Not everything is Tay. Like, no. Okay. Sometimes you do things that are a little problematic, but the fact that I can call you out on it and say something about it, the fact that I can separate the fact that you guys are great performers, but also like, hey, this is still a situation. BTS, and I'm sure that they are aware too, because they like donated a lot of money to Black Lives Matter when all the stuff happened in the summer. They're really plugged in. They know what and so I know they're aware, but I feel like not everyone around the world is aware of just like, it's the Grammys. It don't matter. Grammys don't matter.
The Grammys
don't matter. The Scammys taking up the trending spot once the
Wow.
When I tell you ARMY is funny. But I'm glad that I don't see that stuff trending anymore. They took a break, which is great. I had to take some time on TikTok and Twitter, and like I was actually taking time to like write comments. I don't even usually comment on ARMY stuff. I was commenting because people were literally crying and stuff, and I was like, guys,
about it. Wow.
I was like, guys, they really wouldn't want us to be acting this way, and you know that, it's. I even said, I was like, guys, it's fine. We shouldn't be crying, just go stream Dynamite. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm not sponsored. What am I saying? But Dynamite, you know what? All the versions of Dynamite, like, pushed into the iTunes chart again, pushed into the Billboard. Like, a bunch of their old songs started trending again.
Yeah,
like,
that's how you show you support. Like, you show the Grammys that they lost it.
The Grammys been on the out the door, but this kind of just, hit the nail in the coffin. Like,
nail in the coffin.
Don't disrespect Chloe X Halle again. Chloe X Halle, ladies, you're amazing. You're wonderful. I've always believed in you. I know that if Beyonce blesses someone, she's right there under Jesus and the Holy Spirit. Like, you're blessed.
Okay.
Don't let I know you guys are walking with your head held high. You said it. You guys went to the after party. You were chilling. You're good. I'm so happy for you guys because
they're amazing.
Those people are sitting there like, oh shoot, we messed up. Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
you did mess up. Okay.
That reminds me of that one time. I think it was like, was it Macklemore when he won for best album versus Kendrick? And he literally said he did not deserve that Grammy. We're all like, we know, bro.
Yeah, know. Good. Recognize it.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
That's exactly what's going on right now. We know.
People were saying, first of all, if Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande don't come out right now and say that they don't deserve it, they're canceled. I was like, y'all let these people... Like, they weren't even there to accept the awards. Like, so many people did not accept their awards that I was like, the Grammys are so irrelevant.
Yeah,
the Grammys are so
especially
irrelevant.
Since it's not because of COVID and stuff. Like, the part I usually liked about Grammys was the fact that people talked about the dresses and what they wore and stuff. But since it's like, I don't know how it was. I only saw clips. It looked like it was kind of like spaced out.
It was very spaced out. They had different stages. People were coming at different times.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it was really different. But it's like, it just kind of proved like,
so our award show's kind of going out because similar thing happening with the Globes too.
They've been happening. Wait, what was? Oh, it was the Oscars. That was Oscars So White. Remember when that was trending?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was so funny.
Chris Rock.
I just want to say, guys, it's not just the Oscars. It's anything in America. Okay, I'm right here. I'm telling you, as a black woman, everything's so white when it comes to America. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't get insulted. If you get insulted, you are not educated. All right?
Get them.
I took 2-3 diversity courses. I know what I'm saying. Well,
tell them.
Yeah. All right, that's all for trending. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah. Okay. So the main thing we wanted to like talk about, at least for this first episode of 2021, was
Wait, before you go.
Yes.
We don't have any ads, but is there anything like that you've been liking, food, drink, books, music wise, something that has kept you during this time? Because we were gone for a long time. We don't have any ads. We don't have anything, even though Audible, I still want that. I would still like that sponsorship. Sponsor. I could. You don't even have to sponsor me. I'll do work. I can read. I like words. My favorite letter is T. I like pigeons. Anyways, no one's gonna get that reference. what have you been up to? What have you been reading, writing, listening to, eating, drinking?
I haven't been reading anything, which I probably should. Watching. What have I been doing? Honestly, I've been working a lot. I got a second job and I've been trying to save more because I'm trying to be an adult. So that's basically been taking up all my time. Yeah, like I'll usually get up at like 4, go to work at 6, come back here by at least 4, and then most of the time I'm too tired to do anything else, and then I just start the cycle all over again.
I totally get that.
Yeah, but I don't know. What have you been doing? Why I try to figure out.
So if anyone follows my Instagram, which
you should,
at coffeebean_Gina.
Hey.
I've been living my best life as well as I can. The funny thing is, all the quarantine and stuff popped off like right after I quit my job that I was working for 5 years. That was stable income, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do something that I like instead. Then I went and I started that, and then boom, quarantine. So I was already going through that phase of I need to make sure that if I'm living my life, I'm living my life for me and not just for the man, not just for my family, but a life that I truly enjoy. Yeah. So, I've been doing a lot. I've been trying to do a lot. I fell off the boat with my YouTube channel, and I'm really trying to get back on it.
Which I'm pushing her to.
Yeah, well. She is. Yes. She's pushing me. Shout out to my niece, Tati, creative consultant. I love you. Jokatal, I love you. Saranghe.
Friend of the podcast.
Friend of the podcast. So I've been really trying to just do different things that I enjoy. I started dancing again. I'm trying to start singing again. That's
yes, bruh.
I'm trying to start singing again. Dancing. Truly picked up learning Korean again, which has been interesting to say the least.
Yeah, she's been saying a lot of Korean stuff.
Yes, I love it. And I learned the alphabet, so I can read it. The question is, do I understand what I'm reading? I've been watching K-dramas again on Netflix. Right now I'm watching Do Do So So La La Do. It's funny because...
What does that translate to?
That's the solfege. Oh, okay. You're the second band person I've said that to, and they're like, what is that? And I'm like, solfege?
Oh, okay.
Don't disrespect your band directors. But it's a show about this girl who she started playing piano because her dad thought she was a prodigy, and she played for years just for him, and then she decided to stop, and then he dies, and she's like, oh my gosh, and so she picks it back up, but she's also just going through a lot of different stuff, and I like shows like that. I'm really into shows that are about just having to deal with life as a young adult. When I watch animes, I like slice of life anime, things that reflect life, basically, because I'm going through life. That's why I like Agretzko. Agretzko is so real. She's... Anyways, but so I've just been watching stuff and trying to live my life better and do better. Inspired by BTS, because they just worked so hard to get where they are, and I'm not trying to be that level of anything because I don't want that much attention, but really? I want to always do what I love and enjoy life, and right now I'm having to do that while working more than one job. So I understand when you say you come home and you're like, I'm so tired, but I recognize that I need to laugh and smile and glow, and I feel it. I feel like I've been glowing.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been glowing.
I don't want to go through the motions. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that song. That song carried me before I knew what carrying was.
Yes.
But,
oh my gosh. I used to sing that song.
That's it. Food. So for my birthday this year, yes, my birthday happened this month. March baby.
Oh yeah, we forgot to say her birthday.
Yeah, my birthday. I'm old. I tell my middle schoolers I turned 53, so everyone needs to carry that, okay? 53. Because they're like, oh my gosh, Miss Gina, you look so good. I'm like, I know.
It's the melanin.
But for my birthday, I did a couple of things. First of all, I had an amazing shoot with Aaliyah Photography. Amazing shoot. I felt confident. I looked confident. I got so many compliments. It was great. I also went out to eat with my sisters and my nieces. We went to, which by the way, I don't live in that city, but we went to Tampa. My friends are like, what? You went to a whole nother city for a dinner? Worth it. We went to Korean barbecue, the boil spot. Oh. I want to go back, and also I love kimchi. I thought I would hate kimchi because fermented anything sounds disgusting to me.
What is it?
It's fermented cabbage.
Oh, okay.
And it's like in like this sauce. I think it's gochujang sauce. I don't remember the name of the sauce. It's not just because it's not in the English. It's because I don't remember the name of the sauce. But I had kimchi, ramyun. I had sausage. It was so good. I put a little clip up on my TikTok, but it was so good. So Korean barbecue. That's where I'm trying so hard not to be a Korea boo, but I'm learning a lot about the culture and everything too. Yeah. So I'm not really a Korea boo. I'm not doing cringy things like, oppa. Like, I don't do that. I'm just naturally cute.
Okay.
But that's me. Have you thought of shows? Anything? What have you been doing to relax?
What I've been doing to relax? Sleeping.
Hey, sleep is self-care, but you gotta self-care another way too. I tell my students that.
I also started, I need to finish it. I started watching this show called Lupin. It's like a foreign,
it sounds familiar, Lupin.
It's a French show, and it apparently popped off on Netflix, but I purposely made sure I did not do it without the dub, because I do not like watching foreign stuff with English dub. Because at least for me being the nerd that I am, it feels weird, first of all. Second of all, the actor, they put their whole body and soul into it, and so it feels like disingenuous to do that. Does. Yeah, so I've been watching that.
Hey!
Yeah, and it feels like somehow like half the things they say don't end up in the dub. Yeah, but I've been watching that. I need to finish that, by the way. And then work, and then church things, and I finally at church we're gonna get some new equipment for things, and so that's good.
I saw the church has a Mac. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, we got a Mac. We're gonna get a lot more stuff too, because we're trying to switch things up. So we'll see. I also am thinking about like doing some other creative stuff. So I don't know yet. So I've just been on a lot of thinking in my head because I'm thinking about the future. Yeah,
she's planning so she can implement.
The future. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. That's good stuff. All right.
Okay, so
main topic:
being children of immigrants.
I literally had to deal with this walking into her house today.
Yes, please. We can share some of it if you want.
We can share a piece.
Yeah, just a piece.
We'll share a piece. So, if you are not a child of an immigrant, you still might feel this pressure, because I think everyone feels that pressure from their parents to, graduate from high school, go off to college, get your degrees, and get a career, sit in that, give them some grandchildren, and so that they die seeing you be successful. But I feel like immigrant parents, they all define success like basically the same thing. Yeah. Whereas us as a generation, we are able to know that success changes. Like definition wise for each person.
It's different.
It's not going to stay the same either. Mm-hmm. You think that, like for me, for instance, it is 2021. Mm-hmm. In 2006, 2007, success for me looked like being a Disney Channel star. I wanted to be a Disney Channel star before I went to college because I didn't want to be doing acting by the time I was an adult. I said I wanted to make money, take that money to go to school, and then go practice psychology. Then by the time I got to high school, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be able to do this acting thing right now because of my lots of things, basically. Yeah. One of them being that my parents did not really see acting as a job. They were like, no.
That's another part of it,
Did you hear about when Daniel Kaluuya got that award? And he told his mom, and his mom goes, great, so you're going to get a real job now? I'm like, this guy's literally internationally recognized.
Levels. I felt that on so many levels. I think it's either Ghana?
I feel like it's Ghana.
Nigeria. Yeah, I think it's Ghana.
I feel like it's Ghana, and I was like, I
honestly do have a little crush on him. So
he good looking. He one of them good looking black guys.
You are right.
He's good looking. He's good looking, and he's not shiesty like Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But yeah, I felt that on a personal level, and he was like, "Okay, does that mean you get a job now?"
It's like, Mom, you're done now.
That's how I got it, because my job.
It's like, okay. And see, that's the thing. Like, so yeah, I did that. I didn't want to be the Disney Channel anymore, but I still wanted to do the opening of practice. I wanted to become a therapist. And I went through high school like, yeah, I'm going to go into psychology. That's what I'm going to do. Went into college, started for psychology. And then midway had a mental breakdown because it just wasn't a thing for me. Like, it wasn't possible. Not that I wasn't.
Was it more than you thought? Is that, you think that was a part of it?
It was definitely more than I could handle. And even now, as I think about it, I feel like probably now I'm a bit more, I probably could take it on, but I wouldn't enjoy it anymore. I think I liked learning all that stuff for psychology, but going to get work in it was not for me.
Yeah.
So I ended up changing my paths and just, you know, going for a general kind of bachelor's degree, and then changing again to go towards education, which is funny because I actually changed the education part like late last year, not even like back when I first changed my degree.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I made that change, but now, once again, I was reflecting at the beginning of this year, and I was like, or the end of last year, and I was like, that's not what success would look like for me. I know I can become a teacher. It's not that it's easy, because it's not, because it's like a lot of work, but I know that I could do it. And I already have classroom experience at this point, over a year. Woohoo, I quit my job and I got my experience. I know I could handle being inside the classroom. I know that I can handle interacting with parents and all that stuff. I know I'm capable of it, but would I enjoy it long term? That's a question. So I had to start looking at that, like, what do I want to look at? What looks like success for me? And I made a plan, and I actually ended up making 3 plans about what success looks like for me. And it's like, okay, if my mom saw this, she would be like, first of all, I'm gonna need you to throw all of this away, because that's not what we agreed upon. Like, my mom just learned that I changed my major, because she was still like, so you're still in psychology, right? And I was like, no.
You finally said the truth.
I finally said it, and I was like, no. I'm not. And she goes, okay. Well, just make sure you're going to get a job in it, because, you know, you don't want to not do something and then not get a job in there. Or you don't want to
They're always
saying that. They're scared you won't get a job. And it's
even if you do have that degree, sometimes you still don't get the job. Or a job you end up getting, you don't even need the degree for.
You don't need to get the degree
they don't
for it.
Realize
and it's like, and I feel like it's because of, you know, they were raised. And I find this, I don't know about other countries, but a lot of Haitians that live in Haiti. Have you been to Haiti?
When I was like, 4?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So a long time ago. Last time I went to Haiti, I was like a sophomore in high school. So I was of an age where I could ask people questions. So I was asking them questions about America, and I was like, so like, and this was before I became like a true cynic. I was like, why do you want to go to the USA? And they're like, well, I heard all this great stuff. Like, there's gold in the floor and there's money everywhere.
People actually said that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Someone said the water's free, and I was like, I mean, like a water fountain? Because that water's not even always good. Like,
but that water fountain is from our taxes, so I don't know if that's necessarily free.
No, it's not necessarily free. And they were just spouting all this stuff that I was like, dang, I kind of want to go to America too.
Yeah,
when you go, let me know.
When you talk like that.
And they're just like, isn't it great? Like, and it's like, okay, I know there's a lot of things that are different in America than other countries, you know, specifically Haiti. There's a lot of big differences.
Yeah.
But I think that when people come over here, that they forget, like, once they hit the realities, they're like, okay, you just need to work. And I think that's what our parents are thinking.
Yep.
Like, you just need to work. As long as you're working, you're good, you're fine, you're successful. That's good.
Yeah.
Go to school for this, graduate. And they always want you to be a nurse, a doctor, or a lawyer.
Yeah.
The hardest things to be.
Oh my goodness, when I told my parents I didn't want to be a lawyer no more, that was like, they were like disappointed, but you could tell on their faces like, oh, okay. I'm pretty sure in the back of their mind they still think I might change my mind and do it. I don't know yet, but right now
my mom called us the other day and she was like, you know, you guys should really look into nursing. You know, nurses are making a lot right now. Yeah, because of the... Okay, yeah, they are making a lot. That doesn't change that I'm not good with blood. She goes, you won't have to deal with blood. I'm like, Mom, the vivid imagination I have, I saw just the x-rays for someone who got a nail through their knee. Just the x-ray, guys. You don't see fluids on an x-ray. Well, certain fluids. You don't see blood on an x-ray.
Yeah.
You see the bone and the material. They had to take me out of the room because I almost threw up on a student.
Oh my goodness.
I have such an active imagination. I couldn't handle an X-ray.
I could already think about what you were thinking. I couldn't
handle. And then for my mom to be like, oh, go be a nurse. So I told her, we both Gina and I, we were like, you know what, Mom? You're right. But here's the thing. If you want us to become nurses, you need to go back to school too, and you become a nurse. She's like, I already have a job. I don't need to become a nurse. I was like,
she's not a nurse?
No, she's a nursing assistant and a health aide.
Okay.
But she's not a nurse. And she's like, I don't need to become a nurse. She almost went back to school for it, but then she got her associates and she was like, oh, I'm good. She's like, that was a lot of work. I was like, you think that was a lot of work? Imagine sitting it for 4 to 8 years. The thing you're telling your kids to go do. Well, you're younger. You have more energy. You have more time. And I also have zero money. You're born here.
Like, dude.
Mom, honestly, they're not handing them around. That I don't know if people know this, but school is upwards $50,000. Okay, like it's expensive. It is never cheap over here. Okay,
never.
So that's why I tell kids, I'll be like, listen, if you're gonna go to school and you're not really sure, go for your associates. You know, get the financial aid to pay for your associates. Call it a day, because then at least you have something, but you don't have to sit there for 4 years thinking like, oh, I don't have anything to show for my time. Like you don't. I don't even think people should all be going to college right after high school.
Oh, Lord. I wish I had. I thought.
I think everyone should pause, and I think it was good for me to pause, but it was also bad for me to pause because I paused, but I was like working with my mom telling me like, make sure you go to school, and everyone's telling me make sure you go to school, and it's like everyone's saying that, but nobody's like, hey, how are you doing? Like, how's school going for you? Nobody's
made you
thinking
stop.
About it.
Like, yeah.
I've had to pause 3 times in my school career. 3 times. And honestly, if I didn't pause, I feel like I wouldn't even be here today. College is so stressful, and I don't think immigrant parents get that. Like, we love you, you mean well, but you don't get the stress that is being in school in America.
That is so true.
You don't get it.
And also, like you said too about success being different to other people, like that's true. But what was I trying to say? Basically, how like sometimes the path to success is different, and sometimes that doesn't involve school.
Oh my gosh, you said 2 very powerful things. Doesn't involve school, and the path is different. I always have to remind myself, Gina, your journey's not gonna look like everyone else's. Gina, your journey's not gonna look like everyone else's. People are getting their masters. People are getting their, well, not doctors. Well, actually, I have one friend who does, but she was a whole other game.
She was in a different universe.
She was our what's the word?
Valedictorian?
Valedictorian.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking cum laude. I'm like, Gina, no, that's college. But she was our valedictorian, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's these people that I was in school with, I sat in class with them, they're in different parts of their life, and I'm over here like, wow, Gina, you're not there yet. Why you not there yet, dude? But then I have to stop myself and remind myself, like,
because I went through this, because I went through this,
yeah,
because I went through this.
My journey so different. Like, no offense to, I love my parents, but they did not support me the way that I emotionally needed to be able to get through school in a timely manner. That's the other thing. The whole myth of 4 years and you're done.
That is not true at all.
The way that college is these days, we need to stop. Especially, and this one's for FGCU. You need to take out that summer requirement. I don't want to take classes the whole school year. Are you crazy? I need a break. I'm trying to any school that does that, college, university, anything, you should not be requiring this many credits achieved during the summer.
Yeah.
So that I don't get a break. You just stripping me dry.
Of course, they already taking my money. Take my money for another semester.
Like,
too,
come on, man. Seriously? Nah, bro.
Lord.
The support, and I know these people's, like, their families that they're in, and I know, some of their struggles, but not all of them. But I also understand, like, when you have the right type of support, the amount of things you can accomplish
is unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And having that good support, and also having, like, that, like, you don't have to go to school to be like this amazing person. I know people like to be like, oh, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg dropped out of school. Okay, they dropped out of Harvard. That's not the same thing. That's
a little different.
I'm talking people self-made, no education. I'm talking Madam C.J. Walker. Like, I'm talking people who had to build, and they did that without a college degree. That's what I'm talking about. And if we could just get immigrant parents to like understand that, I don't think they will.
No,
they're gonna be like, oh, look, when I went to school, if you didn't pay, the teacher literally took you outside. Go.
Yeah, they like, beat you outside and stuff like that. And
like, I get it. You came from a tough life. Like, I get it.
We're thankful that the fact that you know, did all you could to come here. And
I'm grateful for the opportunity. Yeah. I always ask my mom why she didn't go to Canada. I'm just saying, I'm like putting a target on my back. Like, hey, FBI, CIA, huh? Is she a commie? I'm not. I'm not.
You went there. But yeah, like, we're grateful for what you guys do for us. We have to realize, like, I think also for our Haitians, sometimes they don't realize that the culture here is so different.
So different.
And things you do, you would think you happen over there or you want to do over there, it's different when you're here. They don't realize that.
Do you ever get the, well, when I was a young kid.
Now I was a young warthog.
When I was a young warthog.
But yeah, basically, like, the whole nine, like, we did this, we did that.
But you're not in the same space, Mom and Dad.
We're not in the same space.
You're not in the same space.
Technology is different.
Not the same time, not the same technology. Bro, everything that was... If we go back just like 30 years, so erase us from the whole story.
Yeah.
In America, getting your degree was a whole nother game.
Oh yeah.
There was a time, I forgot his name. He was a doctor though, of some sort. He had his PhD in something. He came to speak at what was formerly called the Youth Crusade, is now known as the Encounter Conference. Shameless 919 Ministries plug. You know, he came and he was like, yeah, so I went to school, something went wrong with my my financial aid, and so I kept showing up to my classes and I just asked the teachers to save my work. You can't do that no more.
Oh no, I remember that story. You
can't do that no more. Everything's online. They kick you out by midnight.
Exactly. You just get an email. I'm sorry, all your classes have been
The beginning of the semester, for the first week of school, I was kicked out of my classes 5 times because something was wrong with my financial aid.
Oh my.
5 times I didn't. For a whole week, I couldn't do nothing. I was crying. I was like, I already started doing work in the class. Work's gone.
Yeah.
I really feel like that didn't set me up for a good semester either. But it's like, you can't do that whole teacher save my work because it's all electronic. Online, it's online. And with everything being more online, it makes it more stressful. And I'm sorry, but one of the things that COVID didn't help with, COVID changed the online school game.
Oh yeah, it's totally... Ooh.
I took online classes pre-COVID, and I'm in online classes during whatever you want to call this COVID. The game is different. The requirements through the roof. Mm-hmm. And you know why? It's apparently because they started checking what the teachers were doing, so they're not like requiring the bare minimum anymore.
Oh.
And that sucks. And I know it's like, oh, don't disrespect online classes. Nah, bruh. The fact that I have 4 discussion posts and I have to respond to 2 people each time.
Oh my goodness.
Ridiculous. I'm in an online class, not for interaction. I'm in it to get my degree and go.
No, yeah, like,
I don't want to talk to anybody.
Before COVID, like, I didn't pick the online class to talk to anybody, and now because of COVID, like, try to have Zoom thingies and then
I hate those Zoom check-ins.
That, and then like
I hate Zoom check-ins.
Nah,
like,
I'm good.
COVID changed it and made online class like actual work and too much.
Yeah,
it's too much.
Exactly.
The things that are being required of me. I have to do this portfolio thing in Canvas, and I promise you I'm going to fail that assignment because I, for the life of me, cannot get my assignments to pop up in the folder. It's done. I've already accepted.
Did you told the professor?
That professor don't care about me.
Oh, you see?
That professor don't care about me.
What if you try to like send it to them?
It has to be in the portfolio.
Oh wow.
I'm trying so hard to drop that class because I'm like, listen, I'd rather not take the L like that.
Yeah.
I'd rather not take it. The whole class is based on this thing, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how to do it. Mind you, will I be using this in the classroom? Heck no! I'm not gonna tell my kids, hey, go make an online folder. By the way, you have to go through every single thing you've ever submitted on Canvas in order to find it and then put it in the folder. When I open Canvas, I'm submitting things. I'm submitting like 3 or 4 things at a time.
Yeah.
Am I really supposed to go through 89?
No, thank you.
And she's not gonna have to do that. She just has to open the folder and see if it's there.
Yeah, that's basically it. Do you actually have to write stuff in there? Oh, I would just leave them blank.
I think I gave myself a little stress headache with that one.
Okay.
But see, like, this is the stuff that, like, I couldn't tell my mom.
No, she wouldn't understand.
She wouldn't understand. She'd be like, didn't you learn computers in school?
Like, why you gotta go through this? It's like,
didn't you learn computers in school?
It's more than that.
Bro, remember in elementary when they have you take the technology and the typing classes and you take the, you know what I learned how to do? How to use PowerPoint and word art. And what a floppy disk is. Nobody even uses those.
Nobody knows about that.
Floppy disk, thumb drive? No, we use the cloud.
Yeah, exactly.
So outdated. So outdated.
Oh. Bruh, I learned nothing from that typing thing. I remember I used to try it and I was so bad. Now I just do the little pecking stuff.
And the stuff they have, like, the kids do in school now with all the laptops and stuff, like, shout out to y'all, because I know it's not easy. If it's not easy for a college student, I can't imagine being in high school, middle school, elementary.
Yeah.
Parents with elementary kids that have to do this stuff, like.
No, I'm so glad that none of my siblings are in elementary school. Well, Hannah is.
Well, Hannah is.
Like, she's a
older,
higher up. Yeah, so.
Like,
oh my goodness.
It's stressful.
Oh, yes.
So, like, I know we just unloaded a lot, and it's nice to get it out a little. That last part got me a little. We should have had water.
I'll get you some water later. But
what do you think we could do to, like, because I don't want us to just, like, complain.
Yeah.
But I want us to, like, have a solution that we could possibly, if not, you know, move forward into, but step towards. Like, what do you think that we could do as children of immigrants to kind of, like, take off this burden a little bit?
Wow.
Like, what could we do? I mean, I think one for sure thing we could do is just, like, and you always have to do this, but supporting yourself with your own awareness, like,
yes.
Mom and Dad just not gonna get it.
You're not gonna understand.
They're just not gonna understand.
Will Smith, parents just don't understand.
Parents just don't understand.
Yeah. I think that's a big one of it too, and especially too, like, also if you have siblings, be willing to, like, support each other, be each other's lifeline, because like for me, honestly, I think my parents are trying, but there's still so much they do not understand, and so that's why I'm trying my best to help.
Yeah,
my siblings.
When you say that now, I think about it. My sister's such a big, like, you know, we kind of mean to each other sometimes, but that's siblings.
Yeah, that's siblings.
But we definitely like support each other, make plans together, spend time together, talk to each other. You know, if something's going on. Like, I'm more likely to call my oldest sister than I am to call my mom if I'm in something, because, you know, she's been here, she's been through it, she gets it. Like, but mom won't get it.
We love you though. We love you.
I love you, Mom and Dad. If this episode pops off, I don't want people to say, like, oh, she don't like her parents. I love my parents. I love my parents. I love all my parents. I love all of them, everyone, all of you are amazing. My mom, my dad, Fuans, Enus, my bad, Sefilen. I gotta respect her. She has a name. She's not just.
I never liked that when they did that.
We gotta talk about marriage and relationship.
Should we have someone else, or do you want to talk about this?
We should have that should be a two-parter.
Yeah.
One just us, and then one with, like, someone who's been like, listen, we got questions about the ridiculousness.
Yeah, relationships.
But yeah, both of us are single. BTS, I'm waiting for you. All 7 of you have to reject me.
All 7?
Just kidding. I'm not really the one who's younger than me. I don't feel, but everybody else.
You can come.
You can catch these digits.
Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts on immigrant parents just not getting it. Is that the name of this title?
Yeah, but I think we just talked about it when it came to education. I think there's more stuff about it we can talk about it, but just the education part.
Education, success, as it, you know, for millennials.
Zennials, Generation Z, I thought.
Because I feel like
we're in between.
We're the crossover part.
We're the babies of the millennials. We're the older ones of the Gen Zs, right?
Yeah, that's
so
exactly
we're just like in the middle.
We're in the middle. We don't use that one emoji, but we still, like, part our hair to the side.
Why is that?
My hair's parted to the side.
Okay.
Listen, ain't nothing wrong with a side part, okay? I
I actually saw something about that on TikTok. I'm like, what's wrong with the side part?
I don't use the laughing emoji. I don't use because I think it's basic, and even though I am basic, I'm different basic. So
I'm a different kind of basic.
I'm a different flavor, so I don't use that emoji in the first place. What? We're like.
Yeah, remember when you used to have like certain characters and you used to do certain things with text? Like, we're that old, but at the same time, we're on TikTok.
We're on TikTok. Like, we say things like, we're in a Panda Express.
Yeah.
It's a little cringy, but it's also like...
very funny.
It is what it is. I said that in the middle of a high school class. All the students stopped and looked at me like, should we laugh?
You're like, guys, I'm around your age. I know these things.
I'm like, we're not close in age, but we are close in age.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of both worlds. But I mean, I guess I don't really have any more thoughts on that. Like,
well, y'all, let us know what do you have immigrate? Has your parents immigrated to this country
from another country? What country are they from? Are they from Haiti? Like, our parents are from Haiti. Are they from, somewhere in Europe, somewhere in Asia, Australia? I feel like.
Somewhere in South America, Central America, wherever.
I don't know. I feel like countries where they're like more white people, they probably don't exactly have that same ideology of. I don't know, because if you think about it, like the way that Haiti is and the way that Asian countries can be, like there is more pressure if that family comes over here for the kids to be a certain level of success.
Yeah.
And I feel like that kind of plays into it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Do you know?
I don't know, but wherever you're from, like, let us know. Like, do you guys relate to this? Are your parents immigrant parents? Even if they've been naturalized, they're not from here. Like, do you
feel that pressure?
Yeah, do you feel that pressure? How do you define success? Or do you also traditionally define success by graduating high school, graduating with your your bachelor's, and then eventually, I guess, your master's, getting married, having a kid, all in that order.
Yeah.
Is that your success? And there's nothing wrong if that's your success.
What is
success for you?
What is success for you?
But it's different for everyone. I totally believe. This was fun. I really enjoed this as our first.
Yeah, this was good. This was a good idea.
We popped off.
Hey.
Gina went crazy about school. Gina went crazy about post-COVID life. Go get your vaccination, guys. I don't want to go get it.
Okay, that's the last message for today.
My school, like, yeah, so everyone's getting it.
I hope not.
Please don't force me to do it, CCPS.
But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we out of here.